Hello viewers, Mr. Nyati, your presenter here. I hope you are all doing fine. I have been quiet for some time because national examinations were going on, and normally provinces, districts would issue circulars to ensure that people do not post anything related to examinations during the examination period, and we had to abide to that. So but exams are over now, and I thought I should come back and do this video, which is basically Science Paper 1 2023, that is GCE, and this is physics basically. Okay, so I want us to do section B, starting from question 1. Okay, section B, yes, section B, starting with question 1. And so before I go into the details of the question, may I request that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also like this video, share the video, and also leave a comment in the comment section. Okay, I would love you to give me feedback to know if what you are getting from here is helpful. So let's go straight to the question. The question says, a learner carried out an experiment and obtained the following results as shown. Okay, where necessary, take density of water to be 1 gram per cubic centimeter. And so we have mass of an empty bottle. So here is an empty bottle which has a mass of 8 grams. Okay, so this bottle has a mass of 8 grams. Again, we have this bottle which has been filled with water, full of water. It has a mass of 20 grams. And then we have another liquid that is filled in the same bottle, liquid X, and it is weighed, or it is put on some balance to check the mass, and then the mass is 25 grams. And then the question says, name the instrument that can be used to obtain the results of mass. Okay, so now the issue here is that the mass of an object is measured using a beam balance. Okay, mass of an object is measured using a beam balance. So for question A, the answer is beam balance. The beam balance, okay, but in today's era, you find that some of the learners have never even seen a beam balance, but what we normally see is what is an electronic balance. So if you put electronic balance, it still would be correct. Electronic balance. So one of the two is correct basically. Okay, or any instrument that is used to measure mass, it could be a triple beam balance, but these are quite straight to the answer, or to what the question demands. We move forward. Question B says calculate the volume of the bottle. So now this bottle, what you need to understand here is that it has a volume which has been filled by water. At the same time, at a different time or occurrence, this bottle is emptied, and then it is filled with liquid X, and then to the full. Okay, and so the volume for both of these must be the same. Why? Because the empty bottle will have a volume that is going to accommodate the water in its full capacity. Okay, so now how do we find the volume of this liquid? First of all, what do we have in the question? We need to write the data that we can obtain from this question. So we have, for us to find the volume, we need to understand that this empty bottle is filled by a liquid, and that liquid, the amount of volume in that the volume of the liquid that has been filled into the bottle is actually the volume of the bottle. So let's pick water to be the one that we're going to use, because we've been given the density of water to be 1 gram. So now we have what here, we have that the density of water is equal to 1 gram per cubic centimeter. Now this is rho. The symbol for density is rho, okay? This is a Greek letter rho, and it is not P or D. There is no D in physics, okay? So rho is the density, and the density of water is 1 gram per cubic centimeters. What else do we have in the question? Of course, we have mass of water. What is the mass of water? Well, from the question, we've been told that the mass of bottle and water is 20 grams, and the mass of the empty bottle is 8 grams. So we're going to say the mass being mass of water plus bottle should give us, which is 20 grams. Then we subtract from this mass of water plus bottle, we subtract the mass of empty bottle, okay? So which is going to be 20 grams minus 8 grams, and this is going to give us 12 grams. Do we know the volume? No. So from there we can generate the formula. Remember, the formula for density is equal to mass over volume, okay? But what we are looking for here is volume. So we make V the subject of the formula. We're going to have volume is equal to mass over rho, okay? So what is the mass that we have? The mass is 12 grams over, what is the density? The density is 1 gram per cubic centimeters. This gram cancels and this gram cancels, and then we're going to have 1 cubic, no, not 1, but 1 into 12, it's going to give us 12 cubic centimeters as the volume of water that has been put there. But we know that because the bottle is empty, so this is going to be the volume of the bottle. So the answer here would be for B, calculate the volume of the bottle. We are going to have this calculation, and then the answer would be 12 cubic centimeters as the volume of the empty bottle. Then the question continues to say, calculate the density of liquid X. Well, what you need to know is that density of liquid X must be equal to mass of liquid X divided by volume of liquid X. Volume of liquid X. So what is the mass of liquid X? Well, liquid X has this mass, but this is not the mass of liquid X. This is the mass of liquid X and the empty bottle. So for us to find the mass of liquid X, we must subtract 8 from there. So we would say 25 minus 8 grams, and this would give us 17 grams. So mass of liquid X would be 17 grams over the volume of liquid X is the same volume of water and also the volume of the empty bottle, which is 12 cubic centimeters. Therefore, what is there? When we use the calculator, find the answer, I would say 17 divided by 12, the answer would be 1.416. Now always answer to 2 decimal places. So this would be 1.4. We round off this 6 to 2, then it's going to give us 42. The units would be grams per cubic centimeters. This is how you answer this question. Okay, and the next question now is that, okay, we have exhausted the question, which is B1. Hope to see you in the next question. I hope this was helpful. Like the video, share the video, and leave a comment in the comment section. Remember that for this part, the solving is basically this one here. This is for this answer. This is how we land at this answer. So we can simply say this is B. Okay. I hope this was helpful. Thank you. Bye-bye.